Piss Udder Control Unit Testing. Leroy. 2 nights after Phylesa flew her pass-through bird dog beast in to have a little chat with Leroy, the crooked little fucking prick finally fell back to sleep. It is rather clear to any that know anything about Phylesa. It is safe to say she was irritated enough by Leroy's 48 hours awake avoidance game to require her Bolostostis to play properly. Bolostostis set the eyes on green, red, and vomited mustard yellow pulsate and trumpet pop. He went with no trumpet pop speed. Hopefully, Phylesa was not too angry at Leroy as to have no interest in such a minor form of torture. Both moist flatulence and fecal chunks were fired off in a 1-2-1, 2-2-1, pause 5, then fire again sequence. Well, Leroy was both terrified and shamed by this sight. The moment Bolostostis saw that Leroy had processed exactly what stood before him, Bolostostis was invigorated. Bolostostis invigorated Leroy in momentous method. Leroy was instructed that a piss udder had to be installed on Cynthia, a contraption Leroy was to fire off sequentially whilst doing jumping jacks in the Crystal Passion shop. Just as the man of secret passion strode in out of the shop after collecting the cash rent. Obviously, right when his Uncle Alan focuses his eyes on Cynthia and not jumping jack Leroy, Leroy is to spring into action, grab the cash, and he is then allowed to keep 53% of the take. Wow. Leroy was shocked, but he reacted both well and fast. Leroy was beside himself with joy. He had been scheming to steal that rent since before he could remember, or at least since he first saw the collection happen. Leroy asked his best friend if he could have the same flatulence fecal chunks firing capability as the bird dog beast and take the 47% instead of the 53%. His request was, of course, denied. Idiot. Leroy was then coached to wait for the real-life cousin of his dream best friend to come back to him so the piss udder rent heist could happen on the first day of next month. Leroy wet the bed with joy. Strangely, he lay there laughing and crying until his mother came to change his sheets. Interestingly, though, Leroy's cat is the only individual involved in any of this to have ever treated either bird, dog, beast as what the creature actually is. Cowards. And yes, the cat did savagely attack the bird, dog, beast and wound it terribly. Oh well.